The Last of Us, Season 2, Episode 4, titled Day 1. Now, this episode, I really enjoyed this episode. There's a couple of things that did bug me with it. Mainly stuff that happened at the end, and also dealing with Dina. Because you have clickers running towards you. You have bloaters, stalkers, effective clickers running towards you, Dina, and you're just staying there for 15 seconds. While Ellie is literally climbing onto a train. An abandoned train. 15 seconds is a difference for you not getting bitten and getting torn apart and not getting bitten and getting torn apart. There's a whole big difference. Yeah, Dina in that sequence, there was a couple of times she's just standing there or looking back and you just go, why? What? Just keep going. Don't look back. Look back when it's necessary. Stop when it's necessary. And that. So, but that train sequence is really well put together. It's a really well put together sequence. It is straight for the game. I couldn't help but laugh and be like, hey, they're doing my strategy with that scene, which was. But there's this other scene dealing with Dina that I felt like that could have been waited to the next scene, literally the next scene, and that is when she tells Ellie that she's pregnant, because you have this big, more tenseful scene where Ellie is bitten. We as always know she is immune from being infected. But Dina doesn't know. And Dina has Ellie pointing a gun at Ellie, right aiming at her head. And Ellie's trying to be like, look, I'm immune, let me go over there, let me just watch me. If there's any sort of turn, shoot me. If there isn't, look, I'm telling the truth, right? And I'm like, this is a great scene. This is one of, like, this. I feel tense. I know Ellie's going to live, but, you know, I just like, come on, this is a different, because in the game it's completely different. Instead with spores. Spores is a big thing in the game, and the way Dina finds out that Ellie doesn't get affected.
Ellie, your mask! Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it off! Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop!
What?
No!
Ellie, no!
Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go! Go!
I feel like her getting bitten, Ellie getting bitten, is a more tenseful and makes it more believable. It's not as easy to believe. That makes things a better scene, a more emotional scene, a more tenseful scene than maybe what was in the game. But how this scene ends felt out of place, or just didn't click well, because what you have is just out of the blue, Dina says, Ellie, I'm pregnant, and then goes and makes out with Ellie and has sex with her. The thing is, because those two bits don't add well and don't gel too well together, it felt out of place with those two moments. I felt like you could have the by the way, I'm pregnant line at the next scene, where it's day 2, it's sunny, they are on the floor in the cinema together, afflicting themselves, all those type of things, being in a sort of lovey-dovey mode and all of that, but understand they need to snap out of it very quickly. It's I love those. I love that scene as a whole at the end, in the day 2 scene. And I felt like you could add that, saying, hey, I need, like, hey, Ellie, you have your secret, I have my secret. And nothing changed. It's the same scene or same everything, but just the ad line, hey, by the way, I'm pregnant, would have worked better in the next scene versus just a random line. So there's that. Those are the only criticisms I have. How they handle the reveal of Dina's pregnancy, and Dina just standing there during the big action sequence with all disaffected running towards her. Anyway, but the rest of the episode is great. You're dealing with beautiful moments like the take on me scene, which is a straight scene from the game. Is
It's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. In a day or two.
where it is a beautiful moment in the show itself, where the good thing about Last of Us, and definitely in the show, is that they're able to take, hey, before shit hits the fan, let's just have a lovely moment. Let's just have some peaceful time. Let's just, have some light towards it before the dark happens. Before we bump into the stars. Before the wolves are attacking our main characters. Before the effectives show up, let's just have a scene where Ellie gets a guitar and plays Take On Me. And Dina is listening to her sing and playing that same guitar. And what it does is also adds a little bit more character, because it equals to these two characters. This is when these two characters are officially in love. Because for the last 3 episodes, it's been like, oh yeah, it was a thing, and they enjoyed it, and at the dance, and they had their moment, and that. But won't they be officially a couple? And this is when it's like, yeah, they care for each other, they love each other. It's just, someone needs to make the first move, and it's that type of thing. But also you get introduced to Isaac. Isaac is a character who's from the game, who is played by Jeffrey White in the game as well, so they got him to play the live action version for the show. And there's more layers to this character in the show, that that he believes what he's doing is right. He believes, technically it's all about protecting your people, right? And all is there's these religion cult out there killing your men. But it equals the cycle of violence. Because the wolves are killing the stars, but the stars are killing the wolves because the wolves are killing the stars. It's once again the cycle of violence, and it adds that theme to it. And you understand the idea of what type of military, what type of people we're dealing with in this, in Seattle. That it isn't just, are these people reasonable? Can you have a reasoned conversation with these people? Can you just break things down to them, or will they just shoot at sight, don't care what the situation is? And in this case it is, because we only got 3 episodes left, and Ellie is going to do some really terrible shit. Ellie's going to do some horrible, dreadful shit in the upcoming episodes, and it makes you start questioning it. Now it'll be, once again, so it'll be interesting where the halfway point is. Maybe the halfway point is where there's a cut to black moment in the game in part 2, and we change points of views, which I'll be interested to see how the average Joe responds to it, but and all that. But anyway, comment below, let me know your thoughts of this episode.